Hello, I'm Ragnarok, and welcome to the Reckoning. So today we are going over the faction camps, where they are, what they have in them, where they are. So recently there was a new Age of Calamitous update, a massive update that reworked the entire map, changed things around, including the faction camps. So there used to be 10, more or less 10 camps. There was a legendary and a regular camp. There was actually a little bit more than that. And that has been reworked, and now the camps are a little bit more consolidated. However, they are a lot more intense. But either way, let's go into where they are and what they look like. Okay, so we're here at the Warfront. I'll show you on the map, and we'll zoom in. Here's the Warfront. This is the Warfront ruins, and here is the Stormhold Camp. That is the first camp we're going to take a look at. Now, if you want to look, for those that have been here before, there's those ruins up there's where you do the honor token vendor. Now they're ruins instead of castles on fire. There's no longer Stormhold people in here, and Vanghoul in here fighting. There's actually ghosts in here and stuff like that, so just be careful when running around. They're dangerous. You have to actually come into this room. You probably mentioned this area, not room, but this area before. You've probably seen it with the Arkenvale horse. Now this is where all these Stormhold people are. So there's a lot more of them in here. Let's light it up a little bit. Let's use the new Felgarth spell. Let's see if we can light this place up a little bit. There we go. Those don't really last that long, but as you can see, a lot more Stormhold people in here. Let's run around. If you go into the buildings, you'll actually find some of the merchants, the Stormhold merchants, and actually nice those price chests that you may have been looking for before. So definitely look in the buildings. They used to be in different parts of the map. They're not anymore. But you will find some Stormhold soldiers in some of these too. This one we're finding there's a Stormhold officer, so that's pretty nice. And a blacksmith. So there, I believe the standard, you're going to find 2 crafters and then 2 high levels. I think that's kind of standard. If I remember right, there's another officer, so decent high level. And then let's go on this one. Let's see what we got. There's an alchemist. There's another crafter. That's George McMillan, which is an NPC, and Galaron. Or actually, so the honor token guy actually moved to here. He's not in that other castle anymore. So, that is the Stormhold Camp. I believe there's someone. No, actually, no, there's nobody up in that tower. So this is the Stormhold Camp. This is the only place you're going to find the Stormhold. I believe, now that I think of it, they're not, the regular camp in the jungle's not there anymore. So you're not going to see that anymore. This is the only place. Okay, so to the east of that, we're going to start here, just right here, and we're going to work our way more east. So you're going to find a couple of elves here. We're going to look at the Elven camp now. This is going to be a raid camp. So you want to just be careful. If you look around, there's going to be a bunch more elves as you run around. More elves here. Over there is where you're going to find Freya. More surrounded by some soldiers. Archers. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there's an alchemist. So there's a crafting thrall. Archer. And I'll show you in the map once we get all the way to the east. And we're just going to run through real quick. Take a look at what's there. And like I said, all these camps are pretty much set up the same way. So it should be roughly about 2 crafters. And there's your Night Ranger. So that's a high level or higher level. There's a smelter. So that's 3 crafters. There's a captain, another high level. And then as you can see, also get some light over here. We have Ashira. So this is actually where Ashira has been moved to. Let's show you on the map real quick. And we are now at Ashira's Rise. So it's this whole little peninsula or whatever you want to call it over here. There used to be some Stormhold and elves over here. Now there's just the elves. So this is like the elves legendary camp. It's cool because they're kind of spread out. You can fight the ones over there in groups of 2 and not have to take on the whole camp. If you come over here, though, you're pretty much going to be fighting these all. And Ashira is pretty much no joke. So be careful when fighting Ashira. Okay, so next we have Gorthorn's camp. This is going to be the Cold Embrace camp. This is definitely a raid camp. So in the camp, and one of the nice features I really love is you can see we have Sanguis Assassin. Now we actually have Sanguis that will spawn in the camp. That was the case a long time ago, and they were taken out, so you could only get Sanguis in the Purge. Well, now you can find them, so that's really nice. You can find, I've seen an actual Dancer. Actually, I think this is, yep, there you go, right there. Sanguis Seductor. So you have the Sanguis Dancer right there. We have a commander, so a high level one. And then we have, there's a commander. That's a Lord Gorthorn, whatever. So that's an NPC. There's a haggler. These are probably going to all be soldiers. Yep. So nice little sounds they make. Let's see what this is. That's a chef. So there are actually a good amount of crafters here. Now, you're definitely going to pull this whole camp. There are little tricks around it. Maybe we'll do a video on how to solo these camps with an NPC and stuff like that. There are, like I said, there are tricks. I have actually gone into every camp and actually got some thralls out of it. So there are ways to do it. It's just a little bit more work. But these are super fun to do, and you could easily do this camp, I'd say, with 2 people and both having decent level thralls. So it's possible. It's not gonna be the easiest thing in the world, but it's possible. And if you're wondering where we are, we're right over here on the west side of the unnamed city, and it's Gorthorn's camp. Okay, so right here we are in the archives. It's in the north part. You actually enter it right here at the bottom. It's like an underground room. This is where you learn the teleportation map for the vanilla game. Just to put some light in here just so we can see a little better. Of course, I missed the pole. Here we go. As you can see, a mage passed right by us. So the cool thing about this is actually now going to be the Felgarth and Elvanor camp. Now, there's actually 2 Felgarth and Elvanor camps, so they're lucky, I guess. They're everywhere. The really nice thing is I'm actually not in cloak mode. So for the previous camps, I was in cloak mode, but I'm not in this. So Felgarth and Elvanor have actually been turned to passive. So if you've been to Seppa Maru, the vanilla city over here, you notice you run through it, they don't attack you. There's certain areas where like the bandits and stuff will attack you, and if you attack something, they'll all attack you. So they have been, the Felgarth and Elvanor have been changed to the same fact, so you can run through here and as well as the other Felgarth and Elvanor camp, and you will not be attacked. Really, really nice. As you saw, we had a, what was this? It was this one? Taskmaster, yeah. So we have Taskmaster there, more mages. If we go in here, oh, let's see what this was. Another mage. You can see a bunch more, and we'll just run around taking a look at what they are. Here's some Elvanor people. There's a mage. The loyalty vendor's been moved in here, which I'll probably just do a video on anyways, go over all the loyalty vendor stuff. But and there's a worker, so a decent amount of crafting thralls. And as I said, they're all passive. So what I'm going to do, just for laughs, is I'm going to hit them. Now I'm still in God mode because I'm not crazy. But let's just... So as you can see, this one's not as bad. I mean, it's not going to be a fun camp to go through. But if you do attack them, it's just it's on. So just be careful if you accidentally hit them. Don't come in here, start punching things and stuff like that, because you will not have a fun time. And then as those mages start walking in here from the other rooms, they're going to join in, and then you're just going to have a bunch of people attacking you. So, but it's really cool. Like I said, you can run in these rooms without, you don't have to worry about coming in a place that a lot of people come quite often in the vanilla game to get the map, to get the scrolls out of the little library thing. There's a couple cool recipes in there. So you won't have to worry about having to fight through a camp every time you come here. Okay, so next part is the next Elvanor and Felgarth camp. We are up here at Skyfall Ridge. I'll zoom in a little bit. We're going to be right here on this peninsula. The Ymir religion trainer is right here for anybody that doesn't know. And let's run up here. And it's the same thing as the other camp. They are passive. I am not in cloak mode right now. So they won't attack me. Soldier, soldier. And as you can see, there's a lot more up here, and they're a lot more condensed. Mage, soldier, soldier. Oh, we missed one. What's this? Yeah, mage. Oh, I was going to say it looked different. The hood's different. I actually kind of like that color palette. This is where the Magus is, also for the air element. And there's a shaman. That's a little different. Another shaman, an enchanter, and a smelter. So there's your 2 crafting thralls right there. And as you can see, there's the air shrines up here. So they surround the air shrine, which actually is pretty cool. Kind of fits kind of lore-wise and stuff like that. So pretty decent place. Now, again, I'm in cloak mode, but I have God mode on because I'm not a crazy person. And I'm going to hit one, and we're just going to show you real quick what kind of trouble you're looking at if you accidentally pick a fight up here. Yeah, he's not happy with me. So again, maybe come if you're gonna raid this camp, come over with a friend. Their distance, once you attack one, they yell. They do pull pretty far. So even if you pulled the one that was over here, you're gonna pull the ones over here too. So they do have a pretty big shout distance. So just be aware of that. Pulling like onesie twosies from over here is not going to be the easiest time. And you do have to be careful because typically you can only be attacked by four NPCs. But archers don't respect that, don't respect that rule. So you can be attacked by 15 archers at once. Well, that counts for mages too. So if you pull all these, you can be attacked by a lot more than 4 NPCs. Okay, and the last camp is going to be the Vanghoul camp. This one is probably I would say this is probably going to be the hardest camp. The Cold Embrace one's going to be pretty bad. Actually, the Elf one's actually pretty bad with all the bleed they do and the arrows. But this one's probably going to, well, maybe this isn't the worst. I don't know. But, well, you're going to see in a second. So this one is Nekadas camp. I forget what it's actually called to see when we get up here. I am back in cloak mode. And let's take a look. Soldier, 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 soldier. And there's an archer up there, and I think there's one that spawns, an archer that spawns up there. Maybe not, though. Come up here a little bit more. And there you go, Nekadas Foothold. I was actually waiting for that to pop up before I showed you on the map. So as you can see, we're over here in, I think this is J. Yeah, J7. We're actually right next to Zalthar's Refuge, which is that, I think it's that cave where you get the Sobrek armor. So it's a nice little camp. Well, not a little camp. This is probably the largest camp. Looks like they're fighting some kind of vanilla creature. Yep, they're fighting one of the Sobrek guys. Let's actually go kill him real quick just so this camp can settle down so I can take a look at what they have to offer. You go kill the other one real quick. And as you can see, there are Vanghoul grunts in this also. So just be careful of that. And there's the big ones too. So just, yeah, it's a pretty insane camp. Mostly soldiers and archers. Let's see. Soldier, soldier. Although they're going to all shift around. See if we can find the crafting thralls. But as you can see, it's a pretty big camp. Now, the reason this is a raid camp is because right there is Nekada, which is one of the bosses of the game. So, and Nekada is really not an easy one to play with. There you go. There's a Masoon and a Captain. So the higher tier thralls. There's another Masoon. You will find a Stormhold person here. It can be either a crafting thrall or a fighter. I've come here and it's been a Stormhold soldier. I think I've seen a Stormhold captain, so it can be a couple things. So, but you'll see it prisoner. The funny thing is, if you attack them and they all start attacking, the Stormhold actually joins in. So it's almost like the Stormhold's a prisoner, but it's on their side or whatever. It's weird, but whatever. There's your alchemist, and there's your enchanter. So there's your 2 crafting thralls. I wouldn't be surprised if their permanent spawn point is next to Nekada. So. That'll be interesting if you really want yourself a Vanghoul crafter. I think that's all of the ones, roughly. I mean, like I said, as you can see, a lot of soldiers, a lot of archers. I think these ones are all soldiers, yeah. Getting their exercise in for the day. And a lot of grunts around here, so. Okay, so what I did is I just turned off my cloak mode. I wanted to give you an idea. And as you can see, as I was talking about with the Stormholds, they're just going to jump in. And this camp is... Granted, the good thing is there's not a lot of archers, and you'll only be attacked by 4 NPCs at once. But I mean, you're not going to get any respite. You're not going to get any time to like heal up and stuff like that. So, and then also Nekada. Let's see if I can get him to attack. Yep, there it is. Now, granted, I'm in God mode again, but Nekada has, because he's a boss, he has magical spells. He has a bunch of attacks. That attack right there does, I think it's something like 1,500 damage. If you're wearing like full Frost Knight armor, so you're probably it's a one-hit kill usually. Okay, so that was the camps for the game, or the Age of Calamitous camps. Their new locations. You will find like onesie, twosie, Vanghouls. I think Felgarth, and I maybe Stormhold. I can't remember. You'll see a couple. There are a couple places on the map where you'll see like onesie, twosies here and there. They're pretty close to some of the other camps in the same general vicinity, but you'll see them kind of like separated, kind of like scouts. So sometimes you can find them and kind of pick them off and get them, but they're not, they're kind of spread out, scattered. So nothing really to make note of. You'll find them as you explore the world. But those are the main camps. Those are the only camps now. All the rest of the camps are gone. So as you can see, the camps are pretty big. The cool thing is there's a lot of crafting thralls at them. There's a lot of high level thralls. They're a lot more common now. So you should have an easier time as far as finding a specific type of crafting thrall or high level thrall. The problem is getting them, of course. Never mind that you can still get the purges. If you have your purge limit set all the way to high, you're going to get all these types of purges with these high level bosses and high level crafters and stuff like that. So you can still get them that way through the Age of Calamitous. So there's a bunch of ways you can still get them. But it's kind of nice. Like I said, they're condensed in one area, which, you know, it forces you to kind of travel to the unnamed city a lot, or to the Nekadas camp, or to the snow area. However, I mean, once you get to a certain level in the game, especially once you get past the level 60 vanilla, travel is really nothing. You can teleport around the map easily. You'll have a map room. Horses make it simple, so it doesn't really matter where on the map it is. You can build in the farthest reach of the jungle and still get to the unnamed city in 2 seconds, because there's a obelisk in the unnamed city. So distance has no difference at that point. And it does help improve the stability and the actual performance of the game, which is really nice. So some nice features. I like the camps. I think they feel a lot more like camps now. Let me know in the comment section below, you know, if you like the camps, if you think they're, you know, a lot cooler, if you think they're way too hard, or do you think they're still going to be easy cakewalk. So like I said, I may do a series. I know on my streams, which if you want to check me out on Twitch, we stream on Twitch. Definitely come over there. Link is in the description below. I'm definitely going to check these out once I get my character to the appropriate level and see if we can solo them. So I think it's pretty much possible. I did try it already a couple times. Not too bad. You can definitely pull onesie twosies here. It just takes a little bit of effort, but that was always the case. Clearing the camp, another story. But we'll see what we can do. But either way, thank you so much. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Since the new update came out, we have a lot of videos we're going to get out to you as fast as possible. There's a lot of information to cover. I think we recently did the orb video. We have to go over a bunch of other stuff coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button so you get notified as soon as they drop. Also, it helps with the channel immensely. So if you're not subscribed and you keep coming back to watch videos, do me a favor and help me out and actually hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't need the notification because you're always checking, it does actually help the channel out immensely. So like I said, if you keep returning, if you watched all my videos and you enjoy the videos, just hit the sub button even if you don't really need it. Also, like I said, give a thumbs up. Otherwise, I want to give a huge shout out to our Patreons and Elite Patrons. If you're interested in being part of our Patreon crew, definitely check out the link below. You know, we have things in there like exclusive Discord channel, polls, sneak peeks at stuff, even depending on the tier, early 48-hour early or 48-hour early access to videos. So definitely check out that in the description below. Also, we have an amazing Discord, so come join us there, hang out with us. You know, we talk about Age of Calamitous and Conan in general. We have a bunch of different servers. Two servers that are specific to the Discord community, but we have a bunch of other people that run servers. So really good place to check out. Definitely check that, get that link from the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, fear the reckoning.